All right, good morning. It's day 3 here out in Canyonlands National Park, and we are at the Four-Face Spring, so you can see that behind me there. And we are just finishing up our morning routine, a little wash up, a little cleanup, a little water collection. Camp is packed. We're gonna move down to Peekaboo tonight and make that our last night, so we have a really short jaunt to the car in the morning. So gonna wrap things up here. We'll check you in a bit on the trail. All right, well, just on my way back to camp to get my pack, start heading down the trail. It's been a hell of a year. Started off with getting some sort of para-influenza, had to have 2 crowns, had a massive sinus infection, and then I was diagnosed with high blood pressure. And come to find out, I was drinking a lot more Gatorade and a lot less water. And I started doing that when I had the flu. And you're thinking hydration, right? Yeah, that's all sodium too. So it was interesting. In a month, I cut it out of my diet altogether. In a month, I went from high blood pressure to almost normal again. So yeah, the moral of the story is that drink more water and less Gatorade. So, all right, day 3, we're hitting the trail. We'll check you in a bit. Before we're about to do this climb. Pretty awesome. Salt Creek. Look at that. That's insane. It's on top of all the biomass and soils and stuff. Pretty nuts. Okay, we're just about 10 miles for the day. We're headed for Peekaboo for our last camp. It has been a long day on trail. Really, honestly, a punch to miles. My feet are a little sore. Definitely be soaking them in some cold water we get camp set up. It's been an amazing trip. Beautiful place, man. We're gonna end up with 36, 37 miles on this trip when we're done. That's gonna be crazy. So we keep moving. We'll check you in a bit. Okay, we got to our camp for our final night. 12.4 mile slog today. From SC3 to right before Peekaboo. We're in the last of the free camping area before you have to make a permit for the other side of Peekaboo. So we've got a nice little spot here. It's got nice views, as you can see. And I'm up here chilling with my feet. My feet were really beginning to kill me about that last mile. Started getting that exhaustion, dehydration feeling too. So got to the creek and the pool that I wanted to get my shirt and my hat wet in. And boy, that felt really good. That brought all of the vitals back down to normal. So I'm going to sit here and hydrate for a bit, and we'll check in with you in a little bit. Okay, that wraps up day 3. Did almost 13 miles today. We went from SC3 to within the boundary before you go through Peekaboo. So we're in a legal camping spot. We checked with the ranger before we left. So we only have 3.5 to the car tomorrow. So, and get to start our day going through Peekaboo and then off down the sand to the car. So really exhausting day. My feet were really killing me when we got to camp. I really needed water. There was just a multitude of things that were stacking up physically with me from that long of a haul, and it was really hot today. The thermals coming off the sand when we were walking were literally cooking me. So I'm going to turn in. I'm pooped. It's been a great trip. I'm tired, though, so we'll check you later. Bear cans have more than just one use of storing your food. I have found it very handy on this trip to put it up on my bear can, my stove, and so that way I can just sit right in front of it and cook. Pretty awesome stuff. We are right inside of the at-large boundary, about to go out Peekaboo and back to the car today, so we'll be finishing off our trip. It's been great out here. Last night was amazing. The crickets were going, the frogs were singing. We had crystal clear skies and stars, like just awesome. Had a great dinner last night. Jim and his wife Wendy make this buttered chicken, and then they put it in their freeze dryer because they're, of course, I'm jealous of this. They have a full-on freeze dryer, and that is awesome. I'll tell you right now, that was like one of the best backpacking meals I've ever had. Unbelievable. So good. Threw a little sriracha in it. Wow. You know me, I always throw sriracha in everything. So anyways, I'm going to finish up my coffee here, and then we're going to pack it up and hit the trail. We'll talk to you in a minute. All right. Great trip. What was your favorite part, Jim?
Going back up to Angel Arch.
Yeah, I have to agree. That was definitely a highlight of the trip. Seeing the All-American man was pretty freaking awesome, too. Thanks for the help up on that ledge so I didn't break my leg.
And then we found our own squash patch. Right
yeah, Jim went to find the squash patch after All-American man. I went to soak my feet, and he got up there and he said there wasn't very many squash. We get to this camp, and they're just freaking everywhere. So he got his squash on this trip. So awesome time, guys. It's really, really good stuff. We're going to get packed up and get moving. Okay, day 4. We're up and packed and ready to go. We're going to hit the trail. We'll check you in a minute. Nobody ever tells you that it's easy to walk in sand. Have them talk to me. They'll change their mind after something like this for sure. Okay, we're heading into the trailhead right now. Finishing up 3-night, 4-day backpacking trip of Salt Creek here in Canyonlands National Park. And what an amazing adventure. Got to see Angel Arch, got to see the Four Faces, Peekaboo, got to see All-American Man and the choke point to climb through that's to All-American Man. For not being able to do this as a thru hike because of the conditions this year, we surely made the best of it. And I'm grateful to be back on trail after all the challenges I had earlier this year. So I'm gonna sign off for now, and we'll check you on the next one. Cheers.